Welcome to Instant Replay for Week 30. We are, of course, presented by Cheez-It. I'm Andrew Wiebe. This is Bobby Warshaw. And Bobby, I have a theoretical question for you and everyone watching. What would I have to say to get you to give me a yellow card for dissent? That's right, I'm going to zip my lips, but BWP didn't we go out to New York to get this show started. Bobby, this is the call that had Twitter tongues wagging all weekend long. It's the 86th minute. Red Bulls are up 1-0 in a game they need to win to keep pace with Atlanta United. BWP is being held along the sideline, and there's no foul call. He's not happy about it, though. Watch him. He runs at AR Brian Poschel, then he turns around and circles back. You can see a visual warning from Poschel right there, waves his finger, and BWP continues. That's when the flag goes up and Kevin Stott gives him a yellow card for dissent. This is a huge call, Bobby. BWP is now suspended for next weekend's game against Atlanta United. Maybe the game that will decide the Supporters' Shield. Did this go down the right way?
This one is so hard to discuss. We obviously do not want referees to be yelled at. We don't want referees to be abused by players. And Andrew, Pro made an initiative before the season, as it feels they do before every season, to try and stamp dissent out of the game. And by the laws of the game, Poschel was within his grounds to suggest a yellow card. Dissent by word or action. We can see BWP very clearly yelling here, but Andrew, as a player, this just feels soft to me. We watch games every week, and there's some allotment for players to get angry at referees, and for me, this should not have been a yellow card.
Here's some more context for you. BWP did say after this game that he used a curse word in the direction of Poschel. I think we can all agree that curse words happen on the field every single week, and often in direction of the referee. Now, that doesn't make it okay, and in the context here, I don't want to see BWP suspended for this game against Atlanta. That's a huge match. I want to see stars on the field. I'm torn, though. I see the warning from Poschel. I don't know whether or not the referees warned BWP throughout this match or both teams before. Either way, Pro has the initiative against dissent. And as you said, Bobby, Poschel was well within his rights to recommend the yellow card. I just wish there was a little more context on the part of the referees to say, you know what? Did this meet a threshold that we need to caution him for? If it didn't, don't give it. If it did, I don't think you can blame him for doing it.
Let's stick with another game with big playoff implications and head down to LA at StubHub Center. It's the 40th minute, the Galaxy up 1-0 on the Sounders when Roman Alessandrini is played in on the through ball. Andrew, the Galaxy end up scoring through Ola Kamara, but on this original pass, was Alessandrini offside?
He kind of acts like it, but I don't think he was. Look down the line there. Nuhutolo kept him onside, and then Kim Ki-hee keeps him onside again for the eventual assist. For me, this is a good goal for the Galaxy.
I'm never as sure on these as you are, Andrew, but I'm with you. It was a good decision to allow play to continue. Uncertainty should go to the attacker.
You can trust me, Bobby. I got 20/20 vision. Let's go to Columbus, where Crew SC hosted the Rapids, and we have another close offside call in the 17th minute. Giassi Zardes scores from this nice little flick from Pipa Higuain, but Bobby, was he offside when the pass was played?
Do you need me to repeat myself, or should producer Rich just copy and paste what I just said?
20/20 vision, Bobby. Look closely right here. Zardes is even just inside the 18 with the Rapids defender. That's a good goal.
I hate how sure you are on these. We have to acknowledge the fallibility of angles and just acknowledge when we're not sure, the tie should go to the attacker.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be sure about this one. Declan Wynn in the 50th minute comes and launches his knee into the back of a Crew SC player. And there's the immediate red card from Alan Chapman. But you being a defender, I assume you're going to say that's soft.
Yeah, IR fans know exactly what I'm going to say on this one, Andrew. It was soft. Are you going to disagree with me on this?
It was a little soft. Is it excessive force or brutality? I think that depends on your perspective. Thing is, Wynn was so obvious about it. He comes into the back, he intentionally throws the knee. There's no attempt to play the ball there. I don't think I would have called this a red, but I am okay with Chapman making that decision.
The thing about this one is, in a vacuum, you're right. It's okay for it to be a red card, but Andrew, don't we see things like this every single week that aren't called, and consistency matters in getting it right on a single decision?
I'll sit patiently while you go find me those clips. In the meantime, we're going to keep it moving. And we're headed to Minnesota. It's the 89th minute. Minnesota are up 3-2 on the Portland Timbers. And Fernando Bob gets a red card for this quote-unquote elbow to Diego Valeri. What do you think?
I think this is really harsh on my man Fernando Bob. He's putting his arm out to try and protect the ball. Yes, his arm glides up and hits the opponent in the face, but It's not hands to face because it wasn't intentional. And Andrew, I didn't think this was particularly excessive or endangering the opponent. It happens sometimes. A foul would have been okay. Maybe even a yellow card because it was a little reckless, but for me, not a red.
Yeah, never ever a red card. He doesn't even look at Valeri. He doesn't use excessive force. It's not brutality. As you said, it's an arm bar across that slides up. I don't even think it hit him in the face. Maybe in the neck. That is at most a yellow card.
Andrew, my favorite part of the show every week is when we say something and then producer Rich gets over the intercom and says, you guys are idiots. But let's continue. Let's go to Vancouver and BC Place where the Whitecaps took on FC Dallas. The score is 0-0 in the 19th minute. Alan Kelly is the referee and Kai Kamara goes up for a scissor kick, overhead kick, bicycle kick, whatever you want to call it. He hits the ball hits Victor Yoa's hands, but no penalty kick is called. Andrew.
Good call, man. What's he supposed to do with those arms? They're pretty tight to his body, and I get that they're up, but he's running, and Kai Kamara is scissor kicking at basically eye level. I would not leave myself exposed either, and distance plays a part here. For me, this is a good call from Alan Kelly.
As a player, I say, where do you want me to put my hand? What's a natural position when Kai Kamara is doing a flying scissor kick at my head? But when we talk to referees every week, one thing they do talk about is, did the hands make the body bigger? And Wiebe, Ulloa's hands made his body larger on this one, and I think that it would have been grounds for a referee to call a PK.
All right, let's go to another defender play that you're going to apologize away, I would guess. Philly Sporting Kansas City, Mark Geiger's in charge of this one. 43rd minute of a scoreless game, and Olivier Mbazo goes down under contact from Matt Beasler. Here's the thing, though, for those of you wanting video review. Geiger saw it, and he made his call. There's no clear or obvious error there, but in my mind, it is clear. That's a PK.
Is it?
It is, Bobby, and I know you got something to say about this one. Atlanta RSL at Mercedes-Benz. Chico Grajeda, 8th minute, big call to make. Miguel Almiron goes down in the box, and I'm guessing you're going to say dive.
Yeah, I'm going to say dive. You know what else says dive? The film. There's no contact made on Miguel Almiron. This should have been at least a yellow card for the dive, and Andrew, maybe even a suspension for simulation. The thing that gets him off is that the tape is somewhat inconclusive on it.
Yeah, you just went both ways. Stop it, Bobby. You said the tape was clear and inconclusive. It is inconclusive, and Sonny comes steaming in. That could be dangerous play. No simulation, no yellow card, good no call by Chico Grajeda. Play on, boys. Okay, before we get to bonus content here, yeah, you better believe we're doing Atlanta, San Jose for midweek. I want to give a shout out to the refereeing crew in Houston, Orlando. Romel Kyoto strips the goalkeeper and scores, but yep, right there, the goalkeeper had control of this one. Good call back, no goal, and now we finish with that midweek action, Bobby. What do you got for me? We start in the 13th minute. Is this a handball on Magnus Eriksson leading to San Jose's first goal?
Yeah, that was a handball, Andrew. Magnus Eriksson definitely moves the ball forward with his hands, but I think we can both understand how the referee missed it live. Now, this one was reviewed by Fotis Bazakos at the screen, and Andrew, for me, that's definitely a handball. Magnus Eriksson uses his arm to move the ball forward, and I would say the fact that it wasn't overturned was more about attacking phase of play, because Atlanta actually got a couple clearances on there.
They had a clearance and a block, but I don't really think that is a handball despite it hitting his arm. He's down, he's trying to get up, and you can see Franco Escobar's leg push his arm forward. In the end, I think this was the right conclusion from that refereeing crew. Now let's go to the 73rd minute. Chris Wondolowski scores a goal, and San Jose are jacked up, but no, it's called back, and a PK is given for Atlanta. How did this happen?
I am on record for saying that I think Atlanta gets some favorable calls, but this was absolutely the right call. Magnus Eriksson throws his arm up to block the cross. Very, very well done by the referee crew all around.
Yeah, look, right there, it's a chicken wing. And Bobby, you think there was another chicken wing in the 90th minute. Leandro Gonzalez-Perez here in the box, and yeah, that hit his arm off a Vaco shot, but is it a PK?
Bro, you could throw so much sauce on this that it would taste delicious. Yes, LGP's elbow comes out from away from his body, and I've heard you say so many times on this show, yo, look at that chicken wing.
I don't think I ever said it in those words. It's a terrible, terrible impression from you, but for me, not a PK. The ball's going directly at his upper arm. I think he's trying to get out of the way. He just can't. There's not enough distance, not enough time, and I don't think he makes himself bigger. Good call here by Bazakos. That's the good show dance from Bobby Warshaw. Must feel good about his opinions. Let us know what you think about all the controversial calls from Week 30. With that, yeah, okay, we got to get out of here. We'll see you next week, everybody.